Hello? Hello? What's going on, folks? It's another day with AkwardHero! Wow, wow, wow! Nope. Sound effects never seem to work when they need to work. How y'all doing? I know it's been a hot freaking minute. It's been a hot minute since I've been around. Because the wonderful yet horrible yet wonderful thing called school has taken over my life. But fortunately for me, I've started to get a hold of it with only 4 weeks left. Minor details. You'll also notice I'm in a real room. Awkward wife and I, we moved. Literally Sunday. Quite literally Sunday. And because I'm working on a couple projects for my classwork, we had to make sure that my office was one of the first things set up. So along with the mattresses and my wife's putting together the bed frames. My office is actually more in a semblance than most of the house. Still need to get some things going. I'm working on a few projects, including a 2.5-foot LED custom screen that I'm putting together for what's called Showcase, which I have about 3 weeks to do, and I still have a whole bunch to print. And of course, my wife is calling me right at this very moment. So, just kidding. Let's try that again. Hello, everyone. Hello. Jackie, Desert Rose, Nerdy, all in the house today. Hope all is going well. No, my wife is doing me a favor, and she needed answers, but unfortunately, I don't have a way to get those answers as quickly as I'd like. But yeah, so not a whole lot's changing in regards to anything except for I need to find time. But now I have an office. I have a space that's mostly mine. Ideally, that area over there will be some sort of guest room sort of thing. And so that will change it. A little bit. We're trying to figure out the logistics of it. But yeah, this is an office / room for my parents to stay in when they want to visit. Because that's or my wife's best friend. Those are pretty much the only people who would visit. And so that's what we're thinking. But excuse me, guys. One of the biggest issues with trying to put it all in, we just had a really tiny apartment, and so that was such a challenge. So that's why I switched over to like a Tuesday morning stream, because then I didn't have to worry about like the kids. They didn't have to be kicked out or anything. So now having this, I mean, I've already used the computer more in the last 2 days than I did in the last 8 months. Um, so we're gonna jump into Minecraft, but I'm gonna do something really, really quick so I can give an answer to my wife who just called, and then we'll jump into Minecraft. So I'm gonna flip over here and then do that, and then we'll get started. Hello. Hey guys, sorry about that. Currently working on a 2.5 foot moon, and Ackward wife has access to another. Um, cool. Thank you, Automod. Because apparently I'm logged out, so I was trying to fix that. Anyway, please no self promotion, guys. This is like chat 101. Anyway, what was I saying? I don't even remember. I don't even remember. We were doing something. Words. It's been a hot minute since I've actually played this as well. Kind of. I say kind of only because I have been playing it, but offline. So it's been a hot minute since I've actually been on here. So let's look at a few of the projects maybe I've done. So I recently got a Steam Deck. Follow me on as Jackie K _plays. Join the game. Well, there we go. That's the beauty of the community server. Oh, Elytra. Okay, I guess we're doing this. Bring it. Let's go. Let's go. We'll start this. Hello? Okay. I was like, why aren't they coming? Die! As you can tell, fighting is currently my strong point. Fighting is my strong point. That's right. Take that. Get trapped. That works. You know what? Whatever takes him down. Anyways. Can we focus? Hey, Awkward Wife. You're pretty cute, too. I am married to my best friend. So, a few of the things we've worked on in the past is we worked on what we've been calling Beach Town, which is currently the only place I have a bed. I've also been building these cool little map walls. I'll show you a completed one. So this is Beach Town, for those who are new. And it's a town on the beach. On the first floor, we have our garden. It has lots of different things. I need to get some other berries. Cool. But the whole point of this space is that it is focused on agriculture. I know that seems kind of crazy, but we got to work on our zoo. Oh, yes, I forgot. We have our city zoo we have to do. There's so many things we have to do. So it is built on agriculture, so the walls are lined in agriculture. And so what has been here is our biggest export at Beach Town is lumber, which I know you wouldn't think. Lumber, Beach Town, what? But hey, this is what it is. And so you can find every type of lumber here, as well as a forest of different trees. We're still working on it. There's a lot. There's a lot in this because we have two different mods that give us all different kinds of lumber. And okay, I don't need to turn your guys. I need to turn on my audio. Yes, we are working on a zoo. But this is the map wall. So this is the area around Beach Town. So currently you are here. That is what that little green marker means. And then this is the area around it. Akward Village is, I believe, like right here. But this is our little map wall. You can see all of it. As I start to update this area with more stuff, we'll update this particular map by taking it off and then looking at it. And then it'll update it. It's kind of cool. So that, for those who, like, I want to build my own map wall. It's actually fairly easy. It's just a picture frame and a map. That's it. Nothing crazy. See? Oh, I don't need that right now. I forgot. I was working on a project. And then you take down the map, it updates it, and then you put it back up. And then, boom, there it is. So, that is how you build a very easy map wall. We also added the foliage of the different leaves so that it kind of like glistened, if you will, different colors. So, and it makes, if you look on the map, it notes the color framing for that. So that's kind of fun. So as you customize it, don't tell lady I'm eating a Hot Pocket without her. Oh, she was mad at me today. She thought I wasn't going to give her a Hot Pocket. I did. I gave my dog a Hot Pocket. Some other things that are really nice is we do have like an auto sorting system as well as one of our mods. I don't think I can ever play Minecraft without it, if I'm just being for real here. So that's pretty much Beach Town. Beach Town is fairly new. We started it this year, 2026. And we've been just kind of hanging out at it. Our 2024-2025 project was Akward Village, which has been going through lots of renovations. Let's see. Let's start on one end and go to the other. So this was the first area that was built, but it wasn't like this. It was this giant tower. That's pretty much it. And you go up the giant tower. The giant tower. And boom. You end up at the top. We also started building a little village area for housing and stuff, but unfortunately we decided to also axe some of that. And we'll talk about why in a minute. So one of the things I wanted to build right away was a seaweed farm. And that's kind of happening, as you can see. Unfortunately, it doesn't work really well. So I built a mini one later. Then I was like, okay, we built this tower to this top hill, which, mind you, this hill went up to like 15 blocks high. So we've been working on flattening that out since 2024. I think 2024. Is that right? Yeah, 2024. Since 2024, we've been working on flattening this out. We got all the way over this way, and then all the way down there. It's actually pretty flattened out. That is just kind of like a every now and then again project from the olden days. I never saw this before. This leads to something. Must be a Jackie build. So then in 2025, about a year into the server, we decided to overhaul the mod system quite a bit. I mean, a lot. And got all new mods, changed things up quite a bit. Got rid of some mods that people liked, but weren't supported by the mod system I was switching over to, because I went from CraftForge to Modrinth. Highly recommend Modrinth. So much better than CurseForge. So much better. Every time I logged in, CurseForge needed to update. Modrinth's updated 3 times in the last 6 months. So we then have this, which is just like a entrance to a cave down there, which is now connected to some of our underground systems. We'll look at that in a minute. And then when we changed the mods over, we added things like waystones. So now the waystones allow us to go to different places. Here is GC's lab, is what I call it, because GC does all kinds of crazy things. Probably hasn't been here since the last changeover. I don't know. I haven't talked to him, so I don't know when the last time he was here. I haven't talked about this, I should say. I just talked to him the other day. But he has a chicken farm, a cow farm, farms. And this has an auto, so what it does is it has a cart running underneath that picks up all the eggs. And then the eggs pick up. And then they get spit out right there. And so then new chickens come. And so when we need food, we can make food quite easily. So really handy. Same thing over here. We have the cow farm. That one's a little more straightforward. Just put a bunch of cows in here. Fills up. We take care of them. Yes. Yes, when I say we take care of them, I mean exactly how you think we take care of them. This was Squishy's house, which was wildlife based. This hasn't been touched in over 2 years. It was built in like 2 days and then abandoned. I just went to order Spam. Dom was asking about the server. Oh, I haven't actually talked to Dom in forever either. Yeah, it's still rolling, still going. We've got, I think this is potato, carrots, and wheat here. Originally this was originally part of my first team's. We made it like a team server for all of us to just kind of like have fun in and hang out in. And then it was going to be abandoned. And I said, no, I want it. Just because it already had a lot of character and life after a couple weeks. So then I maintained it for the team for a while. And then the team was like, hey, let's make it a community server. And then I was pretty much the only one logging in. So then I just said, you know what, you guys, we can keep making it a community server, but I'm gonna shift it a little bit. And none of them were upset about it. In fact, many of them continue to pop on every now and then too. But Minecraft goes, if you don't know this, Minecraft goes through what's called the 2-week cycle. You play a lot of it for 2 weeks and then you quit. It's a thing. Go look it up if you don't believe me. But people really get into Minecraft and then they... Hello? Why? Where's your stump? Clearly you're a little drunk. So from there, we started building in more automation to try and just get resources that we need on the regular. So this is a manual seaweed farm. You can just literally walk across. You can get, I think it's like 3 stacks of seaweed just by walking across and collecting. It's something crazy like that. And then I like to throw this down in our automatic seaweed farm. So this one, it grows to 3, and then the pistons go off, and then it gets cycled into the storage facility. I'm going to send Akward update puppy pictures to show you. Yay! I like puppy pictures. Funny part is, Akward wife does have a Discord, but never uses it. I know, because I recently logged into it to send. Akward wife and I are on a episode of GC's podcast, 2 Monkeys, 1 Brain. So it is never used. She set it up because we were gonna do something with it, and then never really panned out. But our kids are really into Minecraft, so I'm trying to get her at least doing some of this. But she doesn't, it's not her thing. It's not her jazz. Pocopia, on the other hand, that is her jazz. See, so then I just throw them in here. But yeah, so this is kind of a manual seaweed farm, but then an auto seaweed farm. And that goes right here. So you can see them getting shot up. Whee! 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 And it goes into a little boiler. Do you have wool in this gosh dang giant tower? No. No, I do not have wool. Wool is not there. It should, but I gotta rethink this whole storage facility. But it works. Yeah, I know. And then that is our quick elevator. But yeah, so what happens is the seaweed goes up there. It gets toasted by the furnace. It then gets spit out by the furnace and goes into here, which is a crafter, and it collects 9 and then makes us a block of it. And then that block goes into our sorting facility eventually, and then gets sorted into supplies. So we do have a lot of things, and then we don't have a lot of things. I need to rethink how I'm storing this stuff. So each level has 10 chests to be sorted by our copper golems, and then goes down, 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 doo doo doo, down, 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 down. And I ran out of picture frames. I'll make a sheep farm. That sounds great because we need wool. We do need wool. So most of them are marked by picture frames. However, ooh, I can get rid of that bowl. Where'd that bowl go? There it is. The beauty of it is all you have to do is go to the top of the tower, and then you just drop it, and it goes through the sorting system. So the sorting system works great. It's slow. It takes about 45 minutes for it to go through the system. And if it doesn't have a space, there's a series of chests downstairs that just store all the random stuff. So I could just go like this. Actually, I want to keep those. And then they get all sorted. So, and I don't want to walk down all these stairs. That's silly. You're right. Whee! There's also a safety net. Safety net in case you don't feel like you're going to miss the stairs. I'm building a safety net right here. Fortunately, I need more rope. I ran out. Then we've got an auto furnace here. So you put your smelt things here. You put your fuel here, which we have so much fuel. See, all these have so much fuel. And then that goes into there. As it goes down, if it does not have a spot, it goes into this chest, which then goes into our subway system. That's right, we have a subway system. Currently in development, just like New York. And this puts in all the extra things. Downside, it does, I mean, you have your single items that take up space. Like all these water things. Like we could have so much room if we just cleared out the water bottles. So I'm gonna stab me. I ran out of space. Anyways. Then I hit this button. We can stack those. It's just water. So, we'll do that later. We'll take care of that later. Actually, we don't need to do that right this minute. So anyways, we have our subway system, which was started recently. Is it fully done? No, not even close. However, this is what I started working on. And obviously I have to build some more power rails. We're getting there. The deeper section is more complete. I didn't finish this section, as you can see. But that's okay. So here is the first point, and then if you get here, we go through the mountain. And this spot's been kind of redone a few times, but this is what I started working on recently. To go through the mountain. And then this is a walkway I created a while ago. Well, the tower was here a while ago. Which just goes down to... Yeah, I too like to live in danger. I know. I could water bucket it, but where's the fun in that? Also, don't have water bucket. So this was like, it's not really a bedrock cave, but it's actually the cave that leads to our outdoor area. So I kind of just torched this area so I could, and then found out it was a skulker area. I'm not ready for that. I'm not ready for that at all. So we're just gonna back up. But yeah, so it was a little lava pool. But it had a lot of good resources. So that's why I built kind of a connection point here. It also extends way over here. Hello? I don't know what that's about, but... But yeah, as you can see, that obviously will be a fun adventure sometime. But not today. Nope, not today. But free experience. Hi, little. Let's see. Whoop. Uh-oh. There we go. There we go. I got stuck, guys. I got stuck. Let's go ahead and put that back. Hello? There we go. Anyway, so then we still had that cave going a bit further. But it just leads to nowhere right now. So that's that. I also built a bridge between the tower and the storage area, partially because it's convenient, and partially because I don't know, I wanted to. Also built a river for the upper area, and you can conveniently fall. I like to call that the Pocahontas jump because it reminds me of that one movie. What's it called? Oh yeah, Pocahontas. When she jumps off the... And then this was the zoo area that is very much in development. Next to the zoo hotel. Anyone can stay there. We have the gate entrance, and that's, I think, about it. We started this project, and then we all went AFK. Started marking some things. So this would be like a cave exhibit for some bats. Whole plan was to go all the way to the water area over here. We have a sheep farm. Yay. And then over here was some housing areas. A little bridge to the mainland. A bamboo farm, because, you know, why not? But yeah, that is basically Akward Village and Beach Town. This is a community server, so anyone is allowed to just join, as long as you're not a douchebag. That's the only rule. Can't be a douchebag. If you're a douchebag, we don't want you. But we do have several community members who have houses and areas. Like we said, GC has their own area. Doc, I think, has a house somewhere. Oh, I forgot about our villager shopping center. Our wonderful adoption center. This is Jack's house. You guys saw mine, which is a part of the Beachtown Community Center. Though I need to put doors. But yeah, that's how it rolls. I was that's right. I was repaving this area. Repaving this area because this used, so our bamboo farm used to be different. It's now going to run across to kind of work in parallel with our seaweed farm. So what happens is this cart comes over here, drops off all the sugarcane. I said bamboo, but it's sugarcane. And then right now it spits it out into a chest. But I need to... What needs to happen is I need to get a dispenser to spit it out. And then it's going to go up just like the other one. Process into paper. Well, my goal is every other one will process into paper. So that's some of the things. If you have ideas, you're welcome to join. I meant to take these campfires. We need a cooking place. What I was going to do was build like a 3x3, and then have a minecart go underneath it, and it's gonna pick everything up. Yeah, I haven't worked that one out fully, but I do know where I want it, so I'm gonna set it up. Where do I want it? I want it. Do I know where I want it? Maybe not. But we'll go on up here. I feel like food would be great here. Why not? You don't need to be here anymore. Even if I don't want it there. It looks kind of fun. And you know what? It's an F. For fire! So yeah, that's what all the many. Oh, we didn't go down our river ride. We have a river ride over here. We have lots of ways to get underground really quickly. I know Jackie's house has a tram that takes you down to a very, very happy area. The cart system I showed you guys has it as well. I love this green flower. It just makes me happy. I put it there recently, if you couldn't figure it out. Speaking of which, let's go to the mines. Let's do it. No, wait, this isn't the mine one. This is the Jackie Village one. So I guess we'll go see Jackie's house. Whee! I swear, bots are revving. So you can actually see the tunnel running along that I've worked on right here. And that's the goal, is that the subway system is actually going to connect to Jackie's house and farm as a kind of more of a straight shot than what it is now. As you can see, a lot of twists and turns. I don't even know where this stops. Ooh. That is a... Anyways, this is Jackie's house. That we accidentally went to because I forgot. It's very purpley. It's very Jackie. Which reminds me, I have something in the closet I need to mail to my bestie. My bestie on the other coast. This is new. I actually haven't seen this. It might not be new, but it's new to me. Ooh, mossy waystone too. So, yep, it looks like we have a little farm here with some apples. With a discoverable waystone. Okay. Where was I going? What's here? Oh, that's right. I found this random house and I didn't remember how to get back, so I put a waystone here. I forgot. And then there's a little secret test space here. Hello. I guess we're doing this. Rude. Man, they're not nice. Good thing I've got good armor. There must be something. 3 drowned in one area? There must be something here. Doesn't look like it. These guys are crazy. Oh, they've made... Hit. There we go. All right. Oh, but I spent all that time fixing this area, this spot, to make it flat. Oh well. C'est la vie. And that's why, folks, you always bring another drowned? Seriously? Man. Anyways, this was my start at a literally secret base. That was the goal. Was to build a complete base that was going to be buried under and have like secret compartments. I was even trying to figure out how to make like a boat entrance that I could come in, but if you only if you saw it from one particular angle. And then I got so lost getting here that when I warped back, I forgot how to get back. And then I spent a day just flying around the area. It's like, okay, where is it? And then I found, the only reason I was able to find it was because of that house, which someone built. May have been Jackie, may have been Padme, may have been, who knows? There we go. All right. And yeah, so that, I think that's all the spots. Let's go to the Waystone, see if there's any other spots that I seem to keep forgetting. Whoa, holy resources. One thing I have been doing is because, again, all these things were built at different times with different people, trying to consolidate some of the areas a little bit better. Main villager, nether portal. What's this? Oh. Look at this. 2 bees. Or not 2 bees. That's not a question. But that is a 1 bee cauldron. I don't know what that means. Okay, I was like, it said nether portal. Because there you go, but you can't open it. Interesting. Interesting. Yes. All right. Hello, villager. You are a nitwit, apparently. Oh, tomato vines. Fancy. Fancy. I don't like this one here. And I want the seeds. So, neener, neener, boo, boo. Don't need the wheat seeds, though. All right. Back to the main village. All right. So, for today on stream, what we are going to do is... Dang. Getting all sorts of... This wool farm is slowly getting bigger and bigger. Rainbow sheep. That's fun. Give Jackie a task. That woman will run. Yeah, you better run, cat. Okay, so one thing I've been working on is... What was that? Is working on trying to level up our villagers because it's a thing to do. That cat is spastic. So I've just been going here. Our librarian is doing great. I think there's one other. But some of the other ones we need to work on. So like this guy. This guy, we got paper. We got lots of paper. So that's one thing I've been doing is going through the community resource stuff and trying to find things. Again, I need to actually like organize it. So like one layer is food choices. One layer is metal choices. A few layers is resources like those things with the stuff in the place. Weapons. Pickaxes, such, so on and so forth. So I need to do that at some point. So cartographer, we're gonna go like that. There we go. So that's just kind of what I've been doing, is going through and saying, okay, what resources do we have? What resources can we increase? There are times when we're like for instance, Jackie right now is doing a resource thing that we go into creative mode, and all of our admin team, our mod team can do that. But it's really, for the most part, we try to do things kosherly, if you will, in reality. So, but there are definite things that we don't. And mostly that's farming, making farms, because that benefits everyone. Building little locations and stuff. Come on. Try not to drop the torch down, but it doesn't seem to work. Okay. Cleared a few more spaces. But yeah, so the moderators on the server, they can all go into creative mode, but that's about it. I definitely go into creative mode quite often. But again, for the purpose of benefit. Also, sometimes you just don't want to spend the time to do that. You know, going and getting all the stuff you need for some builds is kind of a pain. Well, I just leveled up. Okay. I might have to go make more paper, but that's the problem is, like, you need Bog Trail Explorer map. Actually, I think I have everything to make a compass. Compass, you need metal and iron and redstone. So, yeah, I should be able to do that. I'll go ahead and also drop this iron here. Anything else? Can I boil water? No. Does nothing. Okay. Still, so this is the fun part. Is like there's things in Minecraft I really do know, and there are things I do not know. One of them is potion making. Thanks, Bugalug. So I'm trying to learn. I think I need a blaze rod, if I'm not mistaken. Well, look who it is. Look who it is, Doc. It's me. Sheeps are set. Well, just need to add shears every so often. Doable. We can eventually even add a crafter so that all we have to do is add he has a new space and everything. Yes. Awkward wife, my sugar mama, as we have so lovely referred to now, got us a bigger apartment. So now I have a space where not just that, but like I can get my work done. Because working in the same room as the family is not as conducive as I hoped it to be. Nice. Look at that. It's already being productive too. And actually, because it is so close, we could have it go through and wrap and go down this way. Just can't be in line with this. Would need to be one block over. Yeah, eventually what's going to happen is I am going to get rid of this and move it. I'm thinking at the top of the building. So, because while this is really helpful, it'd be more helpful if it was next, if it could like feed into other stuff. So you have a spot where you just put a chest and you then send it up and it creates iron bars and stuff like that. It's is it an apartment? Is it an apartment? Why are you asking that? You know it's a townhouse. Anyway, I should play Pokopia so, so that you can live vicariously. Man, that game's got you hooked. For those who don't know, AkwardWife has discovered that there are games that she does like to play. Legends Arceus was, I think, the first game. You like it too. Yes, I do like it. I didn't say I didn't. But I like lots of games. You, not so much. And throw those in there. And that. I don't want to bog down my... Try not to bog down my inventory. But I also don't want to bog down my storage. Let's get rid of all these. This was a bad idea when I filled these. Wasn't going to do this on stream, but... let's see. I'd rather build Lego. It's fair. It's fair. We've got, I think, like 10 Lego sets we need to build. But now we have space to do it, which is another thing this office serves as a Lego building area. Really? We're doing this again? Come at me, bro. Come at me. Got 2 hits on that one. Ugh, almost. One more hit. One more hit. Got one. Got one. Where'd it go? Where'd it go? Come on. Come at me. Oh my gosh, there's 3 more? Fine. I'll go to sleep. It's just like me IRL. Ah, I missed. Boom. Where? There they are. See, if I can get them to line up and go right here, then they're stuck. Then they get stuck, and then it's really funny. Boom. Then I'll line up again. Ah, come on. Come on. There we go. Booyah! All right. Let's go ahead and throw those in. They'll come in handy later. That should all have spots. Wait till you see the pictures. I like pictures. I got back in Imagine, so all my spare money is going to cars. I'm going in podcast. Oh, sorry, guys. I lost track of chat while I was trying to survive. But I survived. I mean, I should. I believe right now, yeah, I have full netherite armor, so I should be surviving no problem. I need to enchant it. Let's see. Wait. Flowers, the little frogs. Yeah, that's some good ones. Ackward wife. Let's see. I think we have 10-ish ones. You know, I'm gonna finally do the Deku tree. I might do that live on stream this summer. That's what I was thinking. There's, I'm trying to think what other one. I just got Boba Fett. Boba Fett Starship. Actually, I think that one's behind me. Nope, it's in the closet. Ackward Wife got the Black Pearl. So that's another exciting one. On the to build list. What else? What else? I know the Disney Castle. And the camera one. Those ones we've had a while. Typewriter. Oh, it's Jango Fett. You're right. It's not Boba Fett. Daily Bugle. I forgot about that one. I did forget about that one. DeLorean's one I want eventually. I just don't know. All right, you have another modular build one for your... And then we also have to think of a way to display all of them, because we still have the Home Alone house and all the ones we've built, the X Mansion. Oh yeah, the Millennium Falcon. Ackward Sun just got one of the new Magic Brick ones. They're pretty cool. Pretty cool. I will say that. I desperately want the $900. Yeah, we do too. But this is the not as expensive one that we have. Even in a good financial aspect, we can't. Even when we're floating well with finances, cannot justify that one. It's so much. Let's go ahead, throw some more fuel in the chests so these can fill up more. Because we do utilize these. That's why I need to just redo this furnace so it works better. What I'm thinking is I just need to figure out how... I think I just need to build it similar to how I built this elevator for the seaweed. I have spare money. So what I'm thinking is like building it almost perpendicular. Because this depends on gravity. This only works because of gravity. So I could make it so that we have a fuel pump right here, and then a source pump right below it, so it feeds into the right spots. I would say when we spent $700 on two, so like basically there. Even though this spot could be wool, we could literally just go build a tunnel just off of it. So it'd be like right here. Just go under this little lake jut out, which honestly I should just connect. Let's think about this. Okay. Because if we go right here, all right, one of those times where I'm going to just go and create a, nope. Oops, I forgot. I craft a lot faster, or I break things a lot faster. Just put you guys all up here. Okay, so we're gonna go here. All right. So that's gonna put good. All right. This is the part that's going to be fun. It's right when we get to here. Are we underwater still? We are still underwater. Okay. Or we are under the water. That's really the only worry. Was are we under the water? And it takes us right here. So this would be our elevator area. Oh, did I not grab the power rails? Well, okay. Definitely need power rails. Cannot do this without power rails. And my favorite power rail build is to go one block under and hide all the power. See, so it gives it power, but it does not take up space. That's my go-to. I have too many cards. That's one thing I'm going to try to organize better is our card collections in this space in the closet. So I even have a plan for it. Because Awkward Wife thinks I'm trying to put too many things in this office. But I'm trying to not just make it my space, but our space. My space discontinued a long time ago. So we'll go here. that's right. I was grabbing the regular rails. So let's go. Let's do power rails as far as we can. Should be right there. Nope, still got power. Okay. I also have some. I just found some boosters that I need to open of Magic. My wife bought me some Spider-Man ones. I really wanted them, but my life's been so crazy. We'll put a power here. Cover. Three at a time, so that way I'm not just wasting time switching. 2, 3. Nope, not that one. Go like this for a bit. For Bloomborough, because I am looking for one specific card that I didn't get. Isn't that how it always works? You're looking for one specific card. You're trying your very darndest. I got the Spider-Man Team bundle box, booster box of Assassin's Creed, and tons of Bloomborough Lorwyn. Yep. I still have yet to teach my wife how to play. It's been on my to-do list. Do this. Then we're going to power up. Basically, I'm going to have power rails kind of do this quickly. I play by myself. My kids don't want to learn. I actually think Awkward Wife does want to learn. It's more of a me problem. I don't know how much she wants to learn now that brick and board is not happening as much. And when I say as much, I mean at all. We closed it due to a lack of time. We have too many other things that are really important to us. It would be really cool to see like have a window that sees to it. Oh well, didn't line up that way. Okay, we need a soul stone or soul sand. There is a search function, isn't there? Soul soil, that's what I want. Yeah, it was fine. Maybe one day we'll do it again, but just right now, Awkward Wife has a job that she loves. I have a job, for the most part, that I love. The most part being the job, not anything else. I love what I'm doing. I absolutely love what I'm doing. Okay. So then here we need to put a dispenser. I mean, I guess you can do a dropper or a dispenser. It's 6 and 1. Yeah, that was right. And then we're going to put power rail there. We do need to make a little clock. That's what they're called. So for that, it's that. I think it's a compare. I gotta remember this. I might have to go look at my other one. I think so. Let's see, it's something like this. Oh no, it's not a comparator. It's a repeater. All right, we gotta go. We gotta go look at the other one. I don't remember exactly how it goes. It's been a hot minute. Hot minute since I've had to build a clock, but that's how you get the. It's like right back here. Oh, that's right. So it goes. Okay. So I was kind of getting it. I was kind of there. So then it should go there. But it also needs to go here. What am I missing? Oh, right. This I remember the lever. Because the lever. Maybe it has to be on a rock. Maybe that's the part I'm missing. It's, all the pieces are kind of here. All the pieces are here. I'm just missing like one thing. That. I have to turn off the torch, and that basically then. Well, there we go. Oh, maybe it was I needed the delay. But why aren't you going to... No. Maybe it's the dropper I need. It's not the dispenser. Maybe it is the dropper. Trying to remember this without going back to... See, it's not triggering. So I'm doing something wrong. Maybe that. Yep, there we go. Now it's working. Okay. Glad we figured that out. So last thing I need... Oh, we're going to need a hopper. I want to do at least 2. It's always just the little things, right? Then go there. That, put a stone on top so it sends the cart back. Okay, we have to go 2 over. Because I want the power, but I don't want to lock this hopper. Because if you didn't know, if you put power on a hopper, it locks out the, like, how it can sort. Okay. So now theoretically it'll go over. Beautiful. It's doing everything I want it to do. We're going to change that to brick. Where is the brick? There it is. So we can get rid of these. Gorgeous. We do need a pail of water. That's under functional locks. There it is. I was like... So now... Looks like it's doing what it's supposed to be doing. Oh no, this isn't the one. So it wasn't soul sand. It's soul sand, not soul soil. I think. Yep, there we go. Soul Sand for all your jumping abilities. And now we just build our elevator. So what'll happen now is the dispenser will spit out the item that is dropped from the cart. It'll go all the way up. This one I'll make glass so that we can actually see it. Because the first one was built so that I could also have an elevator up, and I use it quite regularly. So that's kind of the beauty of it. This one, we don't need an elevator for. We just need to connect it. So I'm going to have it go all the way up. And this is going to go to a more like... We're going to build kind of... This one dispenser will also serve for other pieces too, because we're not trying to craft anything. We're just trying to get the resources to the sorting machine. So that way we're not trying to go necessarily up anymore. We're just trying to... I'm going to keep it that length. We're going to keep this. It's all right. I wanted to close this off anyway and have it not open towards this giant hole. So that's the beauty of this, is like, I love Jackie's wool thing, but now let's make it just a little bit more convenient. Jackie has made a lot of our automation systems. If I'm being honest, GC's done quite a few as well. Okay, so this, what we're going to have is we're going to extend this building out. This is the glory. This is the glory of collaboration. This is why I like having this community server, and I've ran it for 2 years. Haven't always been the most active at using it, but I just like how people can come together and say, hey, I like this idea. Can I add to it? When you've got the right community, like the Akward community, and you've got people like GC, Padbay, Jackie in it, that's when really cool things get built. And then here will be the awesome part is, because I know Jackie also probably doesn't want to go through all the different pieces of it, I'm gonna build it right at the bottom, so the wool is just there. So does that seem excessive to bring this up? Yes. It absolutely is, because we're gonna bring it. Well, we're gonna make the wool all the way at the bottom. Because there was a redundant. Yes, the sugar cane I'm going to put somewhere else. So the wool's going to go down to the second. Actually, the cobblestone can probably go. We're also not doing... The dried kelp actually can go. Actually, I need to keep one in there for right now. I'm going to grab a wool, put it right at the bottom. But this elevator is going to be used for all resources, not just wool. This is just the one I'm building right now. Okay, so we're going to take you. And because it looks like they're all making white wool, which is even better. Because that means we only need one. I mean, we can add all the wools here. Oh, forgot to take one. Okay. So we got our one to put on the block. So we got our white wool there. Good times. So now, once it goes into that system that we're putting together here, oh, should I have gotten one more out? It sure looks like it. Because I didn't build... That's all right. We're going to do quick modification of the ground. Totally intentional. Not at all an accident. Well, that's going to be a problem. So, remember I said we were getting rid of this? Now it's better than never. C'est la vie. Oh, I will get a bunch of experience, though, so that's cool. We'll build a better furnace system. because it's also going to be a thing that's like built into the system. At least the fuel source. All right. Now the fun part. All right, I'm back from my dog. It's unusually warm today. See, it's been cold here. Hello, Mr. Minecraft. Hello, Nerdy. Saw you stop in earlier. We're just gonna now build the elevator. So that way, now Jackie's awesome build will be automatic. And we don't have to worry about it. All the cool people are here today. Ooh, that would have been bad. I mean, would it have been? No. Okay. So, we've got the water that'll come up now to this point. Oh, got our... Awesome. Going to Disney. Going to Disney. Yep, Ackward Wife's friends are coming into town. So we're going to Disney. We've been going to Disney quite a bit. Joy of annual pass holder. Oops. Hopefully that didn't destroy anything. I don't think it did. Yeah, it's just this. Just this little area. We are going to be friends. It'll be good. Oh, we're going with friends. Sir, I'm going to need you to buy me all the winning. Okay, well, you brought it up, so. One moment. I saw it and I knew instantly. I'm like, this is Jackie's. This is not. This is no longer Disney's. This is Jackie's. I just keep streaming from here. So yeah, I saw it and I thought of my bestie and I was like, it needs to happen. So I made it happen. Of course, I had to get permission from my sugar mama, so just playing, kind of. Okay, so we need to get this over. Boo, I got bit by something on my walk with Oakley. Oh no. But yeah, so I need to, we got it 2 weekends? Yeah, 2 weeks ago. But we literally that same trip, right after that trip, we started to get ready to move. So that is why it's still in my closet and not in the mail. It's on my to-do list for this, well, maybe this weekend. Maybe next weekend. I got a busy weekend. We are called in for 2 different days. Okay, so I'm gonna go up. That way it goes there. Oh. It's like, oh no, I'm gonna destroy this whole thing. Nope. No, I am not. The thing is, all I have to do, I just have to get it to, yeah, remind me, I need to start my P.O. box for the non-besties to send me stuff. Yeah, got to get those non-besties to send you stuff. I'll just send it directly to you. That's the joy of owning a business for a hot minute. Okay, so we're gonna go there and there and there. Well, you and Nerdy can know my government address. Other people know. Yeah, no, I agree that. I totally agree with that. I agree with you on that. Okay. Oh, shoot. Except it has to stop. Oh, wait. Is that... Did I just destroy stuff? I don't know. No. Doesn't look like I destroyed anything. I think that was still outdoors. But it needs to end. We're just going to get rid of this roof for a minute. It needs to end right before. Which means we have to make the water drop at the right moment. Which will pull. Let's go ahead and cut off the water. Okay, so it's still doing that because it wouldn't flow down. It won't flow down. It'll. I could also put. I guess I could just put a fence there. All right, back to Minecraft and work. Really, all my work is done. Hey, you know what? I don't have to do any work until sometime. It should stop flowing though. Because that's longer. What's happening? Maybe I need to cut off this. Maybe that's what it is. Yep, there we go. Okay. So it was one more. Okay, we're getting there. Okay, so now theoretically, if I throw something here. Yes! It throws it in this order. All right, so we've built now. Bye, Nerdy. Oh, wait. It's wife who's leaving. Sorry. I was captivated on making my waterfall. Okay, so this waterfall then adds to the sorter. Boom. Science. And we're just going to fill this in. Fill all this in because we don't need it, but we might want it later. Boom, boom, boom. Boom, boom. All right. And we can cap all this off. This has to go one more block up. And we will just make it seem like artificially the whole thing is one thing. It looks bigger on the outside than the inside. Why? I don't know. I just feel like it. Go across. So we have, we now have an item elevator, and this one will bypass the crafter. So I think what I need to do is have the crafter just completely in a different spot. Maybe even have it go up. Maybe build. Probably could build a fuel source for it. Hello. Not that. Not for the crafter. For our furnace. Automated furnace. What I'm thinking is we have something up here. So downstairs we have another elevator. It's going to go between these two. We have another elevator, and it just says insert smeltables. I don't know, something like that. Insert smeltables, just like these two, goes up. It goes all the way up. Here, it deposits into a chest that is specifically for smelt. We take this elevator here that currently goes into the crafting room. That currently, basically we create the elevator here. It does this, but instead of dropping it into that, we have it drop into the furnace fuel. So it's creating furnace fuel just constantly. Both go here to a series of furnaces that basically do what we just had to, the building we just had to get rid of. I will probably be doing that. Maybe not right this second. Let's finish this project. Okay. So at this point, we have the elevator built. We just need a minecart with a hopper. And then the most important part, just build this stuff back. And hide all the magic. You'll hear the magic. You will not see it. Just hear random clicking in your head. Just hear some random clicking in your head. And then we'll go ahead and we'll hide all this. Oh, wait. I built it one level too low. That's easy fix. So now they go into the hoppers, and they should get picked up. Yep, they got picked up. Hee. When you mess something up, but you don't really. And some professional Minecrafters like, why are you building such an asinine thing? Shut up, man. It works. Who cares? See, it's gorgeous. Now it's even more automated. And all our wool is set to then sort all the way down here eventually. But I'm going to hop down here. Should have verified that the dispenser works first before I walled all this up. Oops. Well, that happened. Fortunately, that's an easy fix because I didn't actually destroy the repeater. Need the repeater. I guess we could verify it also by just going to the top. Whee! Okay, come on. There we go. Because I could just hop up here. Because I totally have an easy way to monitor my system. No, I don't. I screwed that up too. Where did you go? There we go. Okay. All right, let's build the monitoring system so we can make sure that things are happening. Let's grab some glass. Which I always forget where glass is. It's in a weird spot. Ingredients? No. It's not combat. Is it utility? It's not nature. Colored blocks? Yep, there we go. Alright, just plain glass. There we go. We're gonna go like that. Oops. Well, it works. We just saw it work. That's the good news. Alright. Now we've got a viewing room. So what's new with you? Moved? School? Yep, we moved. We moved into a, I would say slightly bigger, but it feels so much bigger. Dogs have their own little yard. It's tiny, but they have their own little yard. Kids have a little more space. My wife and I have a lot more space, it feels like. What else? Yeah, honestly, that just started Sunday. So that just happened Sunday. So that's really the big thing, the big highlight right now. School's going well. There's one class that I hate with a fiery passion that I will be going to after stream today. That's my dress and decor class. It's basically like, hey, you're going to design, so you need to know design aesthetics and, you know, what is and isn't the right era. So, like, the class itself is interesting. What I don't like is that it's just basically a series of tests. That's all. It's just do these tests, do these sheets, but they're not going to correlate with each other. We're not going to give you very many details. And good luck. Other than that, all my other classes are pretty awesome. I'm taking a class on lighting and sound technologies where we basically just play with programmable boards. I'm teaching a class on 3D printing modeling for entertainment design. They just started their final project. Yeah, here's the thing. I really enjoy, if it was just a class where we learned about research and then had to create aesthetics that would, like if I had to create what we call the cheat sheets, which are these documents that go into and explain kind of the historical significance and era of the time, you wouldn't hear me complain at all. If I just had to take the class and memorize a bunch of stuff and prepare for a test, you wouldn't hear me complain at all. But it's both. And so that's my biggest issue is like, I mean, I guess this is what's called, they're calling this the better version of it because it's not, it used to, the workbooks used to be a lot more and then they didn't correlate with the tests. So, okay, fine. I'm taking a better version of what it was. I can accept that. It's better than it's been. And as a designer who's trying to do this professionally, I understand the need for this class. So that's not really my issue either. It's just like, because it's both, I'm not being able to retain any information because all I'm doing is trying to regurgitate the facts I need to pass the class. So then there's no goal really in mind. I think that's my issue, is like, this is just a class to say we took this class, and what's the point? What's why take a class if you're just doing that? But I'm the kind of person, whenever you say you're going to do it because I said so, or because it's always been done that way, for me, those are the worst reasons to do things. Right? Historically speaking, that's not that's not a thing that you want to be on the side of. So that's kind of the annoyance of it all. But I'm doing it. I think the other thing is it takes them forever to grade. Understandably, they're looking at these detailed books, if you will, the 5 to 6 sheets per person on dress, and then 5 or 6 more sheets per person on decor. There's 2 lab instructors, sure, but it's a lot. There's no denying that. It's a lot to look up. It's a lot to look at. Trying to give me a hug. I don't want them spawning in here, but it's too big of a space, I guess. Maybe he wandered in. I'm not really sure. So I think that's just the unfortunate part, is like, I think I could get a lot out of this class if it weren't for the fact that there's just no time to really understand the content. It's just do it to pass the class. And so that's the unfortunate part. But yeah, that's literally my only issue. When you have one class, that's an issue. And yeah, I have to take it, but I have to take it twice. So that sucks. So I have to take it again next spring. But in theory, okay, so now we can see the elevator, the glass elevator. Sure, someone can come in and like break it very easily, but that's all right. So now we can route other things through here too. And then I think, like I said, I'm going to do the same thing here. We'll go ahead and build the glass part first. It's also on Tuesdays. It's online. So like my class is going to start at 11 and I'm going to just pop off here about 5 minutes before. So that is also nice because basically my Tuesdays are free. So this one, we're going to go a little bit higher because this is going to end up on this level. But it's also not going to go, the water's is going to just go right off. It's going to go right here. So that, there's conveniences to it too. I'm just the kind of person who likes to actually learn something. And unfortunately, that just won't be this class. but I'll take it. I'll take one class where I don't learn anything. I mean, I guess in theory, research methodology is still something you can learn. Oh, you know what would be cooler? Let's make this glass too. Because this one you can build, we can see. Oops, wrong way. Okay, so the water will go flow all the way up to here. Oh, we still need to close off this end. I will say I am happy to be done, almost done with classes. We got about 3 weeks. I've got some huge projects due. I have to create lighting looks for a musical. I have to what is it? I have to create a 2.5-foot moon that's pixel mapped. Could I have been working on some of that this morning? Absolutely. Will I work on some of this maybe next week on stream? Probably. But right now, I just needed I needed a break. I've been doing a lot. I've been running. Specifically, like trying to move. I'm in the middle of a show. So I just said, you know what? I'm going to take a couple hours for myself. I'm going to start. The print I need to work on can be started when I start class. And we'll go from there. So that's also nice. Okay. So this will be. So yeah, we're gonna we gotta get some smelters, functional blocks, furnaces. Use the correct terms, Akward. Okay. Because what we'll do is we'll bring it up to here. No, wait. Because the furnace will go here. Right? So then I need the hopper to go on top of that. Hopper's under here. And then we're going to have eventually a hopper that way. Because this, yeah, I think I'm going to have the other ones go up like this, and then they'll kind of wrap around here. Okay. So then we need a chest. For now, we'll do that. We need a chest. It's gonna go here. So wait. Pops up. Okay, wait. I should have gotten rid of that brick. Stop getting rid of the brick, Akward. You're using the brick. Right. So that's where the rail's gonna be. Okay, so rail's gonna be there. I'm just figuring this out for height. These aren't the placements of everything. So that means the treasure chest is going to be right here. Treasure chest will be there. So the hopper needs to be right there. And then the water will flow into that. So we need to go boom, boom. Then the last one is the observation. The rail will go across here for this purpose. Boom. Everything's gonna scoot over one. Put that there. Keep moving. And then we should be good to go. Come over here, put that down. Okay. So then, let's build the rest of the infrastructure. So we'll start with, so that will be this is just going to be a rail line. And then we'll have another rail line. Nope, wrong one. Another rail line. Nope, don't do that. Do not make friends with one another. Except for it needs to go. Is my wool being auto-sorted? So it is. It is being auto-sorted. So it is being thrown into there. It's on the second level, so you can find it easily. Right next to the what is it next to? It is next to the seaweed blocks. I kept it low so it was easy to find. Cool, I'll cover the staircase in here. There if we need it. There we go. Cool. All right. So then we're going to have the crafter or the furnaces. We'll go there. Then should go like that. I really don't care about. Yeah, we're gonna go like that. And we'll do that. Oh wait, it needs to be one up. If I do them next to each other, will they work? Oh yeah, because these won't churn. Hello? Oh, because it's the end. Okay. Put these in place. This will be for fuel. Wow, 50 roll already. Yeah, it's really productive. That was a good call on the build. Especially for how little there is. Boom, boom. Oh, wait, I can't turn. So it's going to go these three. Put that there. Nope. That there. Yep. I wonder if there's a dye farm of some sort. Oh. Well, theoretically, it would be something along the lines of like, you need to do something where you have flowers growing on the regular. This one I don't have as much confidence in, this side. But we'll go ahead and give it a shot, see what happens. There we go, let's do it there. Forgot though, so we need to do... glass back down. Okay. So now theoretically, this is... We get two... Where are they? Cart with hoppers. Just needs a little nudge. Okay. So on this side, still need to do that. And then, of course, I still need a hopper because I just got rid of it. Put the hopper here. We had to go further out than I expected. Just saw, okay, I guess the power rail didn't go where I thought it did. Okay, that now works more right, because that's supposed to be where the hole is. Oh, shoot, no, that's why this is off. I know why it's off now, because I was only building one tunnel. Oh, no, wait, that's why, because this is supposed to be on the other side. It's supposed to be over here because it's going to come from over here in the existing system. We're not building a new system here. We're taking the existing system and instead of it letting the crafter come out, in this system, we're going to build okay, now how do we build this part? This will also stop tripping up these hoppers, in theory, because they were touching the redstone, and so that was causing a problem. Okay, so we need a crafter. How much time do I have? 15 minutes. Let's see if we can work through this problem in 15 minutes. 15 minutes. All right. So we need the crafter. No. Okay, that way it's continuing to go. We're also going to take a redstone. Okay, so it's still receiving everything. I just don't remember how it pushes out. I think it pushes out one of the doors. I want to say it's this door. But in theory, I could also just, because we do have the space, we could, oh no, I forgot. We don't have the space. Because I built these all on top of each other to minimize anything else. All right, for argument's sake, let's go ahead and get the nature block. And I'm just gonna do this. so we can get things moving. Probably just also find the dried kelp, and this could even go faster. I always forget where the search button is. I thought it was natural. Maybe it's food. Yep, there it is. Okay, so it's spitting it out that way, apparently. That's not helpful. I need it to spit out a different way. But I always hate trying to figure out how these align. That's not right. I think if I go like that, it then spits it out this way. Yes, okay. So then we go like that and like that. Yep, confirm. Confirmed. It was placing that hopper wrong. All right, so then it's gonna go here and then around. Yeah, basically I just have a roof of hoppers at this point. And then that's gonna be that's gonna be I don't think it matters. There we go. And then from here, our first zoo exhibit. Dang, Jackie, you quick. Okay. Speedy Gonzalez over here. Might, okay, given the limitations of our space up here and me not wanting it to look fugly, I think, okay, that was the natural, that it can't, but you know what? I can't really, so it has to go this low. So we are going to need soul sand. That's fine. Because, yeah, this one block, not so. Like, that's not a big deal. One block, not a big deal. All this, yes, that is ugly. So we're going to redesign. Is it ideal? No. Am I going to need repeaters? Yes. In fact, we'll do a repeater right here. Repeater here. And this one's already getting redone anyway. Boom, boom. Yeah, we still have to be able to get to that. When we run out of fuel. Oh, okay, so it's gonna spit it out here. We need, okay, we're saving that for right now. Go back to the glass, which is under colored blocks. Can I get this done before I have to go to class? That's the real question here, folks. We're playing against the time. It's not looking promising. I can make the aesthetics better later, but okay, I want to keep glass here too, so we can see it from two sides. We don't need to see it on this side because this is just a clock. The thing we want is I don't want spawns happening, so we're gonna clean up a little bit of these areas. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Let's just, for right now, put a redstone there. That puts a light of 1. Okay. Close that up. Then we've got this, and it's going to come up. We should go to the end eventually. Yeah, it's on my list to do too, because you know what? We also need to do, I think maybe that'll be a summer event, is we will do the end so we can get elytras and all that fun stuff. We gotta get a few people involved though. Okay, wait. What do I need? I need a hopper. Sorry, I'm getting into, I need to finish this quick brain. Okay. So, put the hopper there. Whoops. Okay, the hopper's gonna feed into that. This is then going to be a dispenser. No, wait. No, we're going to build, because we need to get the treasure chest here. So we need to go higher. Treasure chest here. Because if the treasure chest go there, and no, it has to go over. So we need to go there. There we go. So then it feeds into that hopper, and that hopper will drop it. Oh wait, but we need the crafter. Okay, the crafter empties on the side at which you place it. So, in theory, if I put it here, so if I put it there, then the crafter will empty right there, which means we need to get the clock running to there. We need to get the seaweed. The seaweed. That's the weirdest way to say that. Seaweed there. So that means let's work backwards. Backwards design here. Right, so that's where we need to end up. And we want to minimize how far out we go. So we're just going to go around this corner. Nope. Gotta go one more out. That's why I say Ackward Village is my experimental space. And why it's so chaotic. Okay. We've now got the pathway built. Look at that. Look at that. It actually should be short enough to where it gets all the way. We'll go ahead and surround this with blocks just in case it isn't. Boom. Boom. Okay. So now, in theory, put out the dispenser. And the dispenser should... Oh. This is why we left the dispenser, or the clock where we did. Just closed it off too quickly. Fortunately, I'm not going to be able to finish this. So close, though. Okay. Because that needs to go there. And boom, that's working. Okay. We'll just go ahead and stand here so it collects all that. But unfortunately, I have to go. I have class in 7 minutes. But it's online class, so I'm going to log off here, go there. It's not a big deal. It's not a big deal. It's all good. Just a reminder that whenever you're hanging out with us, you can always enjoy our little task helper to do that collaboration. I will be back probably next Tuesday. We will see. Be sure to join the Discord if you aren't there. We just try and hang out and have a great time. Just kind of vibe. Drop a follow. If it's not, it's nice seeing you. But yeah, goal is to be back next Tuesday from 8 to 11. It would be this weekend, but that's not going to happen with my current schedule. All right, I will see you all later. Bye.